Welcome back to Analog Horror Nights. How are all you vital idols doing? We've got a hell of a show for you lined up. We are going to be covering the Eventide Media Center. I've never heard of the Eventide Media Center. This is 100% new to me, but y'all know how we do it, man. It's Saturday night. We try and get our spook on, try and get a little creepy. It's going to be a good show. I can't wait to get started. Let's see who all we got in the house, right? Let's see who we got in the house. Fractal Mage, what is up? Serranos is here. That darn Otaku, my man with a plan. St. Hugo. And St. Hugo coming in with a 5-banger. 4 out of 10. Cheers. For those of you that know, you know. In fact, we don't usually play clips during this because I don't like to break the immersion. We haven't gotten started yet. So you know what? Let's play a clip. Let's play a clip.
I know now that it could never work between us. Not because you're a rabbit, but because you're black.
Shout out. Thank you for the 5-banger again. It is truly appreciated. There we go. Camera was a little off center. Who else we got? Alfredo Chorizo is here. Eagle Lord. Oh, and it looks like we got a Hypno Raid. Man, shout out to the Bigot Army. Saturday Night Hypnosis. Baller show tonight. Very divisive show. At least when we start talking about Resident Evil. Pretty sure everybody was in agreement on Marathon. Equally rare. So, shout out to Hypno. Shout out for the raid. Thank you so much. What's up, Bigot Army? We got Eagle Lord here. Gal Carrymon. Gemma Lama, what is up, my man with a plan? Fallen Reborn, Matt Stanford is here. Melphis Sky, the True Aztec Warrior. Luigi Frankenbob, shout out Luigi Frankenbob, how you doing? Mr. Blue, Cthulhu, Lucky Boy, who am I missing? Okay, there we go, scroll down. Bugsy209, shout out Nick Havoc, Zelozy, Dallo Greenskin, 4 out of 10, too much water. I understood that reference. Zach, what is up, Zach, King of Demise. Cool is that Cool Gamer 4.0, Dragon Defender, Sea Brew, Raven is up in this bitch, Grim Harvest, what is up, Grim Harvest? Alrighty, crew, I think that's all of y'all. Butterframe to Gold, Rick Costa. If I missed anyone, I apologize. Well, it's time to get this show on the road, baby. It's time to get this show on the road. Gift shop. Now, we're going to be doing this. First of all, I do turn the chat off when we actually look at them because I want as minimal distractions as possible. Let's move my head up here. There we go. There are 24 episodes of this. Now, they're all really short. They're all very short. You know, anywhere from like a minute to 5 minutes. So we might go through all 24 tonight. We might go through 12. Yo, what's up, Blue Octopus? I didn't see you there. My bad. What's up, Blue Octopus? We might go through all 24. We might go through 12. We'll see how we're feeling. We'll see how we're vibing. What up, Razor Off? Let's get into the horror. New apparel at the Eventide gift shop. Okay. The donation box is open. It was literally titled gift shop, and it was the very first one. So I don't think that was an ad. And it's already over. How is this going to play into... Alright. Unusual architecture. Now, what this is, these are all connected in some way, shape, or form. But it's like an archive of tapes of weird happenings. That's all I know about this. If that was just an ad for their merch, it's a really good way to do an ad. Make it look analog horror in like 50 seconds long. Alright, this is 1989. This video instruction series, you will learn about the types of impossible shapes, history, and their use in architecture. Is my volume low? Shouldn't be. My volume hasn't changed at all. I might just be being quieter than normal, but yeah, no, my volume's the same as it always is. Impossible shape, also known as a Penrose shape, is a geometric structure that cannot exist within 3D Euclidean space. Such configurations cannot exist within the limits of non-Euclidean space, such as an elliptical, spherical, or hyperbolic geometry. Right, I'll turn the video down. Common Penrose shapes include the Penrose Tri-Bar, the Impossible Cube, the Penrose Staircase, although Penrose shapes seem to be paradoxical in nature, it is merely our psyche that dictates their appearance. Disregarding the limitations of our minds, we can begin to come to an understanding of the nature of impossible shapes. The concept of the impossible shape was first devised by the psychologist Lionel Penrose and his son, mathematician Roger Penrose. The two believed their creations were impossible to recreate within the confines of our universe. Despite the incredible ingenuity of Lionel and Roger Penrose, their minds were... Whoa. Wait, what? Ultimately unfit. Oh! Okay, so we're gonna get some... Alright, I see where this is going. So we're gonna be presented with the idea that these are actually possible. Can you still barely hear me? My mic volume is all the way up. Artist M.C. Escher was responsible for popularizing the image of the impossible shapes. His art often depicts buildings that incorporate these configurations. Such art opens up the possibility of real-world constructions of impossible shapes. The usage of these shapes can be the gateway to unlocking perpetual motion machines. Hey, and Sevi became a member. Shout out, Sevi. Thank you so much, you beautiful woman, you. Impossible shapes have the capability to lead us toward access to infinite energy. Requires a trained mind to conjecture the appearance of true impossibility. Not even MC Escher was capable of such a task. Alright, so who is, though? Like, it feels like they're leading up to this. The key to the secret of the universe lies within the brain. Alright, constructing the impossible shape. Alright, well, I've seen this, the golden ratio or whatever this is called. Following instructions contain information on how to successfully construct an impossible shape. In order to even begin the process of creating an impossible configuration, your mind must first be open to possibility. My mind is open to a possibility. My mind is my mind was open to the impossibility of Resident Evil 9 being a good game. So you know what? My mind is open to impossibility. To determine if your configuration is truly impossible, it is best to rotate it in a 3D space. If your shape is not volumetrically closed, it's a sign that there's been an error in your construction process. Alright, I understand that. That makes sense. Follow the instructions carefully. Ignore all mental distraction. Begin by extruding a rectangular prism of any material upwards relative to your coordinate axis. Note the larger object is the less stable it will be after the construction is finished. Extrude a second rectangular prism perpendicular to the angle of the first. The lengths of both extrusions must be equal to one another. A third rectangular prism should be placed within the vicinity of the construction. Hold on. Okay, maybe not. I thought maybe I saw something. Maybe not. All right, the rotated object should completely disappear at this point. Wait, what? So we obviously skipped a step somewhere. At this stage, the Penrose tri-bar should be completely visible. The rotational view. What the hell is going on here? See, yeah, I see an eye as well. Okay, so it's not just me. Yeah, you've got an eye right here, and it looks like possibly one right here. Yeah, an eye, and I mean, that's definitely an eye. That couldn't be anything else. Okay, all right. I'm interested. I'm intrigued. Created with grant from the Architecture Association of Massachusetts. Okay, so I guess this all takes place in Massachusetts then. Or in that general portion of the country, at least. And that's the end of it. That is the end of that true first episode. Okay. So I don't even really know what the mystery is yet. I don't think any of us know what the mystery is yet. Like, obviously the idea... There seems to be... We're going to be able to break the laws of physics throughout this. Or somebody has figured out how to break the laws of physics. If the idea is that these... impossible shapes, this impossible architecture... can literally exist in reality. That seems to be the idea. And this one's called Ocean View Forecast. Alright, the Misty Point Lighthouse is open Monday through Friday. Okay, hold on. Is Misty Point a real place? Let's find out. Misty Point, Massachusetts. All right, no, it looks like... Okay, so this is made up. This is not a real place. I love it when the analog horror stories use real locations. We always gotta check. Misty Point, Plymouth, Boston, Indigo Shoals, Eventide Valley, Hazy Peaks, Ashenfield. Several of these are real. Special midnight tours available for purchase starting July. Okay, so we've got kind of a frame of reference to where Misty Point is. Physics work differently in Massachusetts. I know taxes do, so why not physics as well? Going tour of the abandoned Misty Point graveyard. So there's gonna be a supernatural element to this too, maybe? Tonight, foggy with a chance of thunderstorms, high upper 50s, chance of rain 70%, wind east 40. Alright, so this is fog. I mean, so far, this just seems like a regular weather forecast. Okay, so we had an idea of what the location looks like. Heavy thunderstorms and fog. 59 degrees. dense fog advisory at night with visibility of a quarter mile or less will develop tonight, especially around bodies of water and low-lying areas. Wait. Hold on. What was that? The following message is being transmitted by the local authorities. Due to the inclement conditions, residents of Misty Point, Indigo Shoals, and Lucid Cove, all dope names, are advised to remain indoors. And it says seek shelter, but it quit. I won't lie, this weather does sound pretty fucking nice, though. Late June to mid-July, temperatures are expected to be above normal, and precipitation is expected to be above normal. Do we really trust, even in reality, weather outlooks that go all the way midway through the next month? I don't even trust a 10-day forecast. Venturing toward the coast should be cautious. Yeah, 3 days is about the max I'll give. I agree. Whoa, hold on. What was that? Safely do not attempt to approach Misty Point Lighthouse. All right, for your safety, do not attempt to approach Misty Point Lighthouse within a 3-mile radius. Take caution to avoid any coastal areas during this time. Those located near Misty Point Lighthouse or within the greater Misty Point region should evacuate. Why are we just evacuating over thunderstorms? Cover all reflective objects with opaque material such as duct tape. What are we trying to keep out? Do not attempt to look directly at the lighthouse. Take caution to avoid any coastal area. So it's repeating. Storm advisory effect until sunrise. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Serranos. This doesn't seem like it's just about thunderstorms. Yo, you think we're getting aliens? Wait, did it say duct tape? Wait, LMA is spelling it duck. It's duct, D-U-C-T. Did this fuck up and say duct tape, or are you making a mistake? I'm actually curious. Anyway. I'm wondering if we're going aliens. Whoa, avoid its gaze. What? Alright, we're going forward frame by frame. The light is coming through the fog. Avoid its gaze. Something is coming from the sea. There is something rising out of the waters. Oh, you son of a bitch. You're covering shit up. The deluge brings forth the lights of the ocean. Yeah, the deluge brings forth the light of the ocean. The lighthouse is glowing. Oh, there's a what? Hold on. There's a face in... Fuck! Oh, duct tape is a duct tape brand. Gotcha. Okay, thank you. All right, what's going on right here? Heavy precipitation. So this looks like... So if we go back to that previous video... Hold on a sec. Right here. So this, where it looks like, giant, spider webs or cobwebs or something, is happening to the lighthouse. So this clearly has, I guess, at least some correlation to the impossible architecture. Yeah, you're right. It is getting very Lovecraftian. Do we see anything in the... Okay. See, all right, there was something in the light. I thought there was something in the light as well, but I couldn't. Sorry, but no ditches. Like, I see that shape, but I don't. No, I don't think that's a face. What is that, though? Alright, that looks kind of like a face. That definitely looks more like a face. You've got... Let's see. Eyes, kind of like the bridge of a nose. Yeah, cow head looks kind of like a call head. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. Alien. This straight up looks like an LGM, dude. Little green man, whatever. Interesting. All right, let's... And back to this, which I don't see anything. Hold on a sec. All right. This image right here. They're identical. So this area of heavy rainfall made the same image right there. I have no idea what it could mean. All right, let's keep going. Is Gygas from Earthbound, yes. Alright, so this one's called Nuclear Safety. Alright, interesting. We live in an ever-changing world. Unfortunately, with scientific advancement comes conflict. In this day and age, certain weapons can be used to wipe out entire cities with ease. We must therefore face the reality that one day a nuclear attack on America may occur. Know the danger of nuclear weapons to protect yourself and your family. There are two types of signals to be prepared for: the alert signal and the attack warning. The alert signal denotes the peacetime emergency, while the attack warning signals an attack on American soil, I assume. Here's what the alert signal sounds like. Here's what the attack warning sounds like. If you hear an attack warning, siren, head for shelter immediately. The symbol on screen denotes the location of a fallout shelter. Four distinct events that occur when a bomb detonates. The first, a blinding flash of light, which occurs instantaneously. Oh, hold on. It went blue for a moment. I was wondering maybe there's something in there. But maybe not. Okay, guess not. Next comes a searing wave of heat that ignites anything in its path. Then the blast wave carrying dangerous debris and the sound of an explosion. Finally, radioactive fallout drops from the explosion's mushroom cloud. Fallout is one of the most deadly aspects of a nuclear explosion. Oh, hold on. You think all this here is that same web-like stuff that was on the building? Yeah, let me know. Do you guys think that what we're seeing right here is that same webbing stuff that was on the lighthouse? There's webbing on the... Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're right. There's webbing on the mushroom cloud as well. Correct. You know what this is about aliens? I mean, that's one of the big theories that we started seeing more and more UFO phenomenon after the invention of the nuclear bomb. And a lot of people theorize that that's the aliens making sure that we hairless apes don't, you know, fucking murder ourselves into oblivion. So maybe that's what we're seeing? What up, Zax? Once the bomb drops, look away immediately. At this point, heading for cover is futile. The most you can do is hope the heat kills you before the flash. God damn. I mean, it's true, but still. There is no aftermath. Once the attack begins, there's no hope for survival. Fallout is the lethal material that's expelled from cloud of the blast. The effects and true nature of fallout are unknown. If you're gonna become a flash silhouette, make it a good one. Facts! Fallout can seep into even the most impenetrable shelters. There is no escape. Is this... Like, I get that looks kind of like what they were showing as the radiation, the fallout particles, but it looks like it's coming from out from inside this body. Like it caused something to manifest. prepare. There is no way to prepare. I literally thought that's what it would say after it was saying there's no escape and stuff earlier. Once it begins, there's no way to stop it. An attack is inevitable, and as such, you should mentally prepare for the day it happens. Guys, I don't think Iran prepared for the day that it happened. Those who are ready will experience no pain in the transition. Those who aren't will be faced with judgment. What the fuck? Ayatollah got body bagged in hours. Facts. Straight up. The fact it looks like an alien might be a Dover demon. They do kind of look like gray aliens. Nah, I mean, if I had to wager a guess, this seems more sci-fi than supernatural, what we got so far. I mean, maybe. But I don't think this is gonna deal with like alien demons and monsters and stuff. I think that these tapes are probably gonna go the sci-fi route. Alright, what was that bright flash of light there for a moment? So the mushroom cloud has fibromyalgia. Alright. I don't see anything here. There's skulls in the cloud? Oh, shit, you're right. There are skulls in the cloud. Good catch, chat. I didn't see those. You're right. Interesting. Okay. And yeah, I thought it kind of looked like a body as well. Head, body, legs. Like, I thought that, but I didn't know maybe I was just making it up. It's important to inform your family, your friends, and your neighbors to effectively prepare for a nuclear attack. As a united nation, our undying spirits will live on. Huh. All right. Alright, this one's called Deep Night. Power output 10 kilowatts, audio and video, 26 Zenith Street in Eventide Valley, Massachusetts. Vault Tech, yeah, man, I was getting some real Fallout vibes, understandably. Alright, let's see what we got next. I think we should do this in the dark. Deep Night. Deep Night programming, which I know it probably means, you know, like daily television program, or I guess in this case, nightly programming. But the idea that we're going all in on this government conspiracy stuff, I mean, programming could mean something else. Typography, Penrose Fields. Well, there's another mention of Penrose. The greenhouse and cavern growth. But tonight's topography, typography? Typography? Arranging type to make written language legible. Oh, okay. Readable and visually appealing, utilizing elements like fonts. Oh, so shit that we do literally every day in thumbnails and whatnot, but I did not know that was the word for it. Alrighty, well that explains that. Google changed my search? What? Did it? Oh, you're right, it did. Alright, I didn't realize that. No, I don't want. Typography. Yeah, maybe is that? So is it maybe it's something that's just not real? As in holes? But I did spell it right that second time, right? So maybe it's not a real thing. I guess we'll find out. Let's keep going. Yeah, fake sci-fi word, entirely possible. You were right about the holes. Trypophobia, for example. I thought it was called trichtophobia. T-R-I like C or so. I thought it was trichtophobia. Okay, thank you. The Torrent Park region has seen minor increase in growth since the last inspection on March 20th. I don't have trypophobia, but this is still incredibly unsettling. I don't like the way that looks. Growth 14%. Zenith Garden region is located only 2.3 kilometers from Torrent Park. It is still unknown if the two regions are physically linked. East King Street. That's a whole lot more holes. Growth 48%. What is going on? How's it going to link back to what was happening at the lighthouse and stuff? East King Street region has seen a substantial growth since the inspection data suggesting presence of seed growth. And what kind of gophers did that? I don't know, but somebody needs to call Bill Murray. I think this video might be giving me trypophobia. This is getting so much more unsettling. What up, Jake? AI suggests trypography refers to the subgenre of digital art that triggers tryphobia. Oh. Interesting. Well, Sir Lurkington, I appreciate you. Oh, nope. A connection to the East King Street region has been discovered. Seed growth has been detected. God damn it, IB. I see what you did there. Well, this is that same substance we've been seeing, and now it's related to these holes? And this is the, it says WEVC, which is the TV channel that's broadcasting this. The fuck? I told y'all motherfuckers it was aliens. I told y'all it was aliens. Something in there. Hold on. What does that say? Location. Oh, the WETV station. Okay, it's the station. The worst triggers are normal things that have a series of holes superimposed upon them and holes with creatures coming out of them. Particularly unrecognizable creatures. Damn, that would have made for a great thumbnail. That's one of the problems not knowing about these analog horror things, dude. Is that if you're going in blind, you have no real concept of what it's about, so you just kind of have to guess when it comes to making the thumbnail. Growth nearly complete. Current time, 3:31 a.m. Yeah, that's what we're talking about, Jake. Yep, trypophobia, yep. And that was the end of that one. Okay, so, God, that looks so good. Pit stop. All right, this one is called Midnight Movie. I know it's not a real ad, but this looks so fucking good. Creeped out. Look up the Suriname toad. Is that the toad with all the holes on its back? Hold on. Oh. Yeah, no, I don't like that. Whew, oh. Yeah, I didn't like that. You're right. It was Frogan. Yeah, I was listening to the chat. Alright, temperature is 123 and 52 degrees. Somerville local. Yeah, this is like an old 30s film. Or even up to like a 50s film. You know it's not real though? Like do you guys want to know how you can tell this is fake? There's a dead giveaway that this is not a real film. I want to see if anybody in the chat can guess. Yeah, okay, Mon says how? No, I said guess. Oh, wait. Just got here too, trying to piece together. No pets were harmed. Resolution is way too high to be VHS. Wrong. I mean, I guess technically that's true, but not what I'm going for here. Black and white, personally. Letters to still? Nope. Massachusetts is a real place? Nope. 4x3? Nope. No copyright? Nope. Logo? Nope. All right, I'll tell you. I'll tell y'all. Y'all knows any Jewish names here? Y'all knows any Jewish names? No Steens, Steins, Bergs? That's how you know it's not a real film. Yeah, see? Jake says it's so obvious now, right? Bell, Gray, Mills. No Jewish names, baby. Oh, fuck. All right, here's one. We got one. Holberg. We got one. Holberg. Okay. All right. I see you. Of those who lost their lives between December 1952 and October 1953. Okay, so it is more 50s than it is 30s. Working under Somber Film Company, this film is dedicated to the families and friends of those deceased. Well, all right then. There's a lot of dead motherfuckers. Good point, Rick. You do make a good point. Oh, it's me! Yeah, yeah, they're all dead. Correct. May their souls rest in peace. And it's called Somber Films. Attack of the Somerville Spiders. So, we're seeing all this web iconography throughout all these various videos, which is strange since it seems to have to do with aliens. This is really all over the place. Like this is very all over the place. Well, I don't think it's alien spiders. Or at least I don't think it's because obviously you had those things coming out of the holes with the eyes. You had the face that was in the weather report, and that face wasn't very arachnid-esque.
Now.
Okay. That's a good joke. Well done. Alright, this one's called City Council. Old Gothenburg? Alright, do you guys need me to read the subtitles, or do you have it? If you need me to read the subtitles, I will. But if you guys think you got this, then that's fine by me. It's fine. I would like some more feedback from you guys. Let me know. Yeah, it's good. Fine boss says read. Jax is all good. Rick says it's clear. All right, clearly most of you guys say it's good, so that's fine enough for me. $58% of the money going towards excavation. That is a lot. What could they possibly be excavating? Okay, so the church is against the excavation. Which, I mean, that I don't know, man. If you've got a divine institution against the excavation process, and we already know there's some sort of freaky deaky alien shit going on, that's interesting.
We believe that the project has had a negative impact on our community, as well as on religious and spiritual practices. We firmly believe that the project goes against our Lord's wishes, and we request that it ceases operation immediately.
Oh, and the mayor's cut his ass off.
Thank you once again, next up the next I would like to present the excavation development team led by Senior Director of Bioengineering, Lee Carlo. I'm pleased to be here today to present our work on development of the Oxford excavation project. We support an application for infrastructure development project.
I mean, homeboy at the church does have a point. That is taking up a large portion of the city. And if you flip it upside down, it looks like the silhouette of a man. Yeah, see, Galcarimon said, yeah, human. Yeah, I'm noticing that as well. If you were to flip this upside down, that's the figure of a human. What the fuck are they digging up? Hold on. Alright, the excavation's unholy. Okay. Alright, so they kicked out the priest.
We have some footage prepared if we could show that. This is showing some of the work being done in the Johnson project, specifically in the Northern Zones. We also would like to showcase a recent subterranean finding.
Alright. Let's go back to what we learned in the second video. The one about the... Sorry, the third video. The one about the lighthouse. When the weather forecast was being broadcast, there was that text at the bottom that said it's coming out of the water. There's something coming out of the water. And now they're saying they found this when digging underground. Oh, it's a heart.
Here is a roadmap of our plans for the coming months and projects. As you can see, I know you can't have this system. Thank you. Are there any questions?
What the fuck? Yo, someone interrupting the meeting, bro. So I guess the question is, does the excavation team, did they plan this? Is this a coincidence? Did they trigger something? I'm lost. I'm not sure. Well, I guess that explains why it looked like a man. Why the excavation outline looked like a human. Hold on. Is it mechanical? It sounds awfully mechanical. Yeah, not so little Grayman. Yeah. If it is aliens, they're not the little aliens. Alright, this one's called computer graphics. So it seems like we're switching gears. We're going to something else. Alright, 1990. We're a bit further in the future. Sonic fans, you know, it's always Sonic the Hedgehog fans. Yeah, you said the Dover Demon thing many a time, and maybe you're right. Maybe you'll end up being right. But repeating the theory over and over isn't making it more right so far. Razoroff, how you doing? Or Razoroff, my bad. Sorry, Razoroff becomes a member. Shout out. Thank you oh so much for the membership. Make sure to join the Discord and the upcoming soon-to-be alternatives. Thank you so much, Razoroff. All animations created from the visions and dreams of our dedicated employees. Completely unrelated to the analog horror aspect. But do you ever watch videos like this? And I don't mean analog horror videos. I just mean like old, like 90s commercials or old tech videos. Anything that's got that sort of like backing track to set the mood. And just wonder like who made this? Who went in and poured their heart and soul into this like sick, great guitar playing, this ambient music, all that, and it'll be just forgotten to time because it was from some obscure commercial from like 1993. I love it. Like a lot of analog horror's success, a lot of what makes it really work is audio design, and I'm fucking loving the audio design in this particular series. All graphics modeled after real-world observations. Yeah, Beast Wars is my favorite Transformers. Gal carry on based. Character models. Well, how about that? Dude, I know a whole lot of modern day game devs might be able to learn from this video right here. Let's see. Accurately modeled after real participants. Bill Reed. Oh, I think we get some foreshadowing. Okay, so dude has all the electricals going back to his noodle. No different than how that computer had it just not too terribly long ago. The brain is effectively a supercomputer. Want to plug us into the Matrix, maybe? Yo, what the fuck? Steve Harriott? Joe Gatesburg? So, Joe Gatesburg apparently is a marathon character. Still think this might be AI, where they might be forcibly trapping the minds of people in virtual reality prison. I don't think so. Like, there might be something AI related to it. But given how there's, like, the aliens, the holes, all that stuff, I don't know. I'm not sold on them being stuck in some virtual world. Yeah, you don't think these people are alive? You think their bodies might be being used as living computers? So, yeah, like the Matrix, like I was saying. So, let's go through that frame by frame. All right, I guess nothing interesting. Oh, reprogramming? Yeah, that's a good answer. All right, all that being said, still better character models than Concord. The motherboard. Yo, why is this laid out like a town? Why, like, obviously you've got your trees and stuff, your buildings, your streets, like a gas station or something, you know, like a neighborhood, like the city center, maybe a school. Yeah, this is laid out as if it's like a computer rendition of a town. Or a map. Yeah, a map. Here the interface, our visions become reality. Loving memory of Madison Gatesburg. Madison Gatesburg. So I guess she was probably the husband, or I mean the wife to Joe. Yo, did they? So either Joe volunteered for some sketchy shit because his wife died, or she died due to him using her as like an experiment in his work. That's... I don't know which is more likely, though. Oh, okay, we're on a new episode now. Yeah, this is the Oasis Greenhouse. Hydrangea from Japan. Unlike the Matrix, where people are used to generate power, this seems more like people's bodies themselves are being used as components in a cyborg computer. Yeah, okay. I like that theory. I do. I like that theory. External stamen and nectar. What up, Roman? Oversized palm leaves. All right, what's the use, though? You keep saying use. What's it being used for? Oversized stalks and roots. Are they trying to build a super plant? Predatory tendrils. Base genetic code and carnivorous tendencies. Yeah, I think they're trying to build some sort of like apex botanical predator. What if that creature we saw rise out of the ground wasn't mechanical? What if it was some giant plant monster? So many questions! Alright, the origins are here. Valvus concoctio. And it looks like a set of organs. Use, digestive fluids. Wait, it's saying this is the native flora? What the fuck? Boda cerebro. Use for consciousness. Oh, whoa, what was that? (4:32 p.m. on March 1993). Well, it doesn't tell us much beyond that. Is that just the same image again? No, okay. What the fuck? Feed me, Seymour. Brain looks like a body outline earlier. When they grabbed it organs into the plants. Well, I mean, I was correct about the apex botanical predator. Flora amalgama. 45 meters tall. This motherfucker is almost half a football field, dude. Use for protein production. The fuck was that? Does that look like an eye? Does that look like some sort of like reptilian eye to anybody else? What the fuck is this? Yeah, a lizard eye. Exactly. That's what I'm seeing as well. And somebody dissolving in a vat of acid, okay. Or they use a human subject and turn that subject into said monster. Special fluid produced in the oasis is used for high-energy protein synthesis. Oh shit, I didn't even notice his face was there. It's not just an arm sticking up. Homeboy's whole ass face is there too. Holy shit. And yeah, I think they turned the human into... Well, the thing is, what monster? Because I don't think that that lizard eye was part of the plant monster. So I think they're... I could be wrong, but based on the coloring and stuff, I think they're turning this human into what that lizard eye thing was. Fluid is used in energy drinks, protein bars, and other nutritious products. With a grant from the Eventide Media Group. Didn't catch the logo at the beginning. The logo is the fucking plant monster. Holy shit. And yeah, it does look like they're making super mutants. Alright, so this one's called Fire Danger. So we'll go up through number 12. We'll go up through Water Park. And we'll save the additional 12 for next week. So that's how we're going to do this. Because this is so interesting. I don't want to blow our load and do all in one night. Ashenfield Fire Department Fire Danger Level. Fire danger today is low. Oh, July 23rd is my sister's birthday. Although this is well before my little sister was born. This is 1979. A message from County Fire Department. Tomorrow at 3:35 p.m., a controlled burn will occur at the junction of CR 32 and the Ashenfield bypass. Be prepared for possible detours when traveling. You can prevent wildfires. Alright, literally the very next day, and the fire risk is at moderate, almost to high. Today, 3:35 p.m., a controlled burn will occur at the junction of 30 Ashfield bypass. Prepare for possible detours. Doing another controlled burn? The arrow was moving up, yeah. The high now, high chance of fire, and it's only a day later. Yeah, ceremony was an interesting choice of word, Rick. I agree. We're still on July 24th, and it still keeps growing. We're 11 minutes from 3 o'clock, which is where the when the ceremony is supposed to start. What the fuck? Alright, so this is the controlled burn. Required by law to seek shelter? Why would you be required by law to seek shelter during a controlled burn? Remain indoors at this time. Yeah, exactly, Jake. They don't want people to know what they're up to. 100%. Something fucky is going on here. I mean, the smoke inhalation or not, I don't think... Is it... let's do it on ChatGPT. Is it common for local laws to dictate... If I can spell. God damn it. There we go. You must legally remain indoors during fire department controlled burns. Fairly common for local authorities to issue legal stay indoors or restricted movement orders during certain types of controlled burns, but depends heavily on the situation and jurisdiction. Prescribed burn versus emergency burn. Routine prescribed burns usually do not require residents to stay indoors. You must just get air quality advisories or notifications about smoke. Urban structure burns are more likely come with temporary restrictions of smoke, debris, or safety risk nearby areas. Large-scale hazard burns. Authorities may strongly advise or legally require sheltering in place. When stay indoors become a legal order. Becomes legally enforceable when officials issue something like a shelter-in-place order, an emergency management directive, a temporary safety perimeter, or evacuation alternative. This can happen if smoke levels can be dangerous, visibility is reduced, airborne particles or toxins are possible, fire crews need unrestricted operational space. How common is it in the U.S.? Advisories to stay indoors during controlled burns common. Mandatory legal orders less common, but absolutely used during high-risk operations. Local governments typically announce through emergency alert systems, city council websites, police or fire department systems, reverse 9/11 systems. Yeah, I think they're covering something up. Absolutely, they're covering something up. Yeah, they don't want them to see them burning the plant monsters. Something like that, exactly. Now, I don't think this has to do with the plant monster, though, because this taking place in Ashenfield. And where was the Oasis greenhouse located? Botanical Foundation of Massachusetts. Oh, it wasn't located in any particular city, I don't think. Yeah, okay, so they don't tell us where this greenhouse is located. But this we know is Ashenfield. Yeah, ceremony is a very bizarre word. Agreed. If you are capable, any and all citizens of Ashenfield must report to local fire station. What? Immediately? Burn control failure. Yeah, temperature rising every time. Yep. That's a skeleton. That is a body of something. It looks like a human body, like throwing its head back doing this. Okay, controlled burn in July. That shit's on purpose. Yeah. What time of year are controlled burns most common in Massachusetts. I spelled Massachusetts wrong because I'm retarded. Yeah, peak season, March and April. Secondary burn windows, less common, late fall, such as October and November. Least common, June through August, and midwinter, December through January. Yeah. Absolutely intentional. Absolutely intentional. You are 100% correct, Jake. What the fuck are we looking at? Holy shit, it's a kaiju! I want to see that again. Barbecue hour with Ricky Jackson. Awesome. Alright, yeah, we're still on this one. Week ahead. Alrighty, week ahead. Let's do it. September 21st, 1997. Okay, so we're much further in time now. Alright, so we got the grand opening, the Monday festival. Wednesday, we got the city council meeting. Triathlon. What? It is very weird for a calendar to be laid out like this. So Sunday you got a grand opening. Monday you got a Monday festival. Wednesday you have a city council meeting. But would the 25th be, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday? 28th would be Sunday again? Why the fuck would you... The autumn parade would be Saturday. The triathlon would be Friday. And yeah, Trilight. I noticed that too, Jake. Trilight. Happening today in New Trilight. Delta Fashion Clothing and Accessories makes its grand opening today at 9 a.m. Located in the Trilight Shopping District on Route 35, Delta Fashion is expected to offer limited time grand opening deals on all department items. Monday Festival begins at 9 p.m. tonight on Main Street. Parking is available at the Sky Park Recreation Center lots. The closing ceremony begins at 10 p.m. and all festivities promptly end at 11 p.m. What the fuck are we looking at here? Okay, that was strange. Alright, nothing happening the week. Wait. Tri-Day. Tri-Day, September 23rd. The fuck does that mean? Tri-Day, September 23rd. Something like that before and I just didn't notice it? No, the one before said Monday. Okay. Tri-Day events all day. The Tri-Day events begin between 12 a.m. and 6 a.m. Remain in bed by 3 p.m. All clear will be given over the Twilight local alert system. Remember to remove all instances of the number 3 in your place of residence. What the fuck? And now we got whatever was going on over the skies of Arizona back in the day. I think it was Arizona. Maybe it was New Mexico. I don't remember. Is this a Valve event? That's clever. Yo! The light's back, baby! Temporal interruption has occurred at station 41.93.139. Okay, there's a coordinates. See if we can look up these coordinates. One sec. Alright. Coordinates finder. Alright, let's see. So we've got 41.93139. 41.93139. And then the longitude would be 70.93890. So in real life, this would be 222 Plymouth Street in Middleborough, Massachusetts. All right. Street view. Oh no, yeah. If you go to Maps, wait, have they changed how Google Maps works? Am I retarded? Here we go. Google Maps. Sure, try now. There we go. And then, how do you use Street View? I don't recall. I don't remember. Oh, is it this right here? Ah. So this is the coordinates in real life, is what it looks like. So maybe we're supposed to be looking at like that house, or maybe it's probably more likely this house. A 222, another trifecta? Yeah, good call. That is another trifecta, you're right. Alright, interesting. Okay, there's something there. The Tri-Day events have now been concluded. Please return to your everyday schedule. Normal programming will resume Tuesday, September 24th. Thank you and have a great day. Have a great Tri-Day. All right, Bluefish Water Park. This is the last episode of the night, boys. Last episode of the night. Let's see if we get some answers. And if not, this is only the halfway point, and we will pick it up next week. Let's check it out. What day of September was Tri-Day? If Tuesday was the 24th? Let's find out. Last time a Tuesday fell on September 24th in Massachusetts. All right, 2020, 2019, 2020, 2008. All right, hold on. What about prior to 2008? Would have been Friday was September 23rd, which is the 267-day leap year, which is divisible by 3. So, yeah. So, 96 or 91. Probably 96. But, yeah, I don't recall them giving a date. Let's go back and look at the calendar. Well, that doesn't make sense. It's like Monday, Tri-Day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Is that, I mean, like, Monday festival, Tuesday would be and then you have Tri-Day. Monday, Tri-Day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Let's go to this, and this one doesn't have anything. Tri-Day, September 23rd. Every multiple of 3. Alrighty, well, hopefully that answers that. This is strange. Bluefish Water Park in Indigo Shoals, Massachusetts. Yeah, temporal anomaly creating the 8th day of the week. The Beatles would be happy. Key information for employees working at Bluefish Water Park. Begin by turning to page 13 of your workbook. Okay. Excess. Come on. Excess tubes in the fluid rapids may be retrieved and placed in entry zones. Tubes from other sections of the park are not permitted in the fluid rapids. Filtration system provides a constant flow of purified water throughout the attraction. During season, pH levels and water temperature to be measured every 30 minutes. Seems like a very odd thing to have to do every 30 minutes. Fluid rapids all cycles the park's water throughout the various attractions. Safety is the #1 priority in the fishbowl. I don't like the sound of that. Most of the functionality is handled by supervisors in the main control. As an employee and operator, your job is to prepare the rafts that arrive via conveyor belt. Maximum party of 4 can fit in the fishbowl rafts. Once the signal is given to the control board, riders may enter the tube. During season, the fishbowl is permanently closed to visitors. However, an operator is still required during this time. Why would if it's closed to visitors, why would an operator need to be there? Open and close the P tube and exit when the signal is given. Manual operation of the fishbowl may only last for a few hours during season. They go straight into the pitcher plants. Well, it's funny because, yeah, I do think that this actually is probably some sort of feeding tube for a creature. That's literally exactly what I was thinking. Not the plant thing. I think the plant thing is a different monster. But this does seem like it's some sort of feeding tube for some sort of creature, yes. Safety is the #1 priority, and the stomach twisters. 3 employees are required to operate this ride: the loader, the unloader, and the special operator. The unloader at the bottom of the slide will give the all clear via radio once riders have exited. Once the all clear is given, the loader at the top will give a signal for the riders to enter the tube. Prior to this, the loader must make sure the correct path is chosen. For general purposes, path 1 will be the correct path. During season, path 2 and 3 may be requested by a supervisor. Okay. Path 2 will close off the attraction to general visitors as the tube is diverted to the special guest. What, is that like the sacrifice they're feeding to the creature? Yeah, no kidding. I don't want to go in the tube either. I already don't like water as it is. Path 2 operation may last upwards of 90 minutes to operate a fucking water park ride? Path 3 operation is requested. You will be asked to sign legal documents relating to the request. During a Pat 3 operation, the ride is open to the public and visitors are encouraged to use it. A special operator located in the boarding dock will give all clear via radio. At this point, the riders will... At this point, riders will enter the tube where they will eventually... Oh, you son of a bitch. And yeah, why is there veins is an excellent question. They will eventually what? Be something. Digested. Okay, digested. Good call. Time period we call season lasts between August 1st and September 13th. During season, Bluefish Water Park becomes a sacred place. It is our duty as park managers and operators to ensure the attractions function as required during this time. Our special guests may arrive at any time, and the park is designed to accommodate our guests' needs. Is this fish in the bat maybe, like, real? Yeah, I think that the big fish is the guess. Like, it's not decorative. That is the creature. We hope you find purpose in your new job. You better be paying a fuck ton if you be doing shady shit like this. Ain't no minimum wage up in this bitch. Alrighty. That's it. That's it. We're calling it for the evening. We're calling it for the evening. This was awesome. We will do the next 12 episodes next week. This was weird. I don't have a whole lot of thoughts as to what's happening yet. Obviously, this is some sort of... And not some sort of a multitude of Lovecraftian anomalies. We've got temporal displacements. We had all those holes and the alien creatures within them. Whatever was happening at the lighthouse. This giant fish creature. The excavation site. Like, there's clearly a lot going on here. How it's all connected, if it's all connected, I'm completely unaware. But this definitely gave a lot of great things to think about. There's all the cybernetic stuff as well. The guy whose wife was dead. The monster movie, where everybody that seemed to work on it died. This will, oh man. We've gotten all the questions. We've got none of the answers. We've got theories and hypotheses for the answers. The crazy plants. Yeah, the crazy plants. I hope we figure more out as it goes on. Next week, we'll have some longer episodes. So we got a few that are like this, 4, 5, 6 minutes long. But there's one that's 10 minutes, one that's a little over 8, one that's almost 10, 7, and then there is a finale that is about 10 minutes long. So we might be getting more information and kind of starting to piece it all together next week. Alrighty, crew. Let me set up a raid. This was the final stream of the month. The last stream of Black History Month was a horror stream. And we all know that, motherfuckers, black dudes don't do horror movies and whatnot because they die. So, what a way to end Black History Month. Let's see if there's anybody live. Mama Akko's live. So we're going to raid Mama Akko. Alrighty. Crew, we added like 4 circles. I see 81 of you still watching. I want every single one of you to type Vital Idol Raid into the chat. Go give Mama Akko some love. Mama Akko's fantastic. I'll see you on the flip-flop. Thank you so much for the donos. Truly appreciate you. It means the absolute world to me. I will see you guys in the near future, probably with Countercast on Monday. Until next time, it's all here in the Nerdosphere. This has been Words of Paradise.